Good morning, everyone. Yes, I need to clean this van out. I'm not supposed to have loose cargo. You know what I mean? I didn't know it looked that bad. Okay, I guess if I just turned around and looked, it looks bad. Anyway, I'll clean that out today. I wanted to make another video. It's actually been quite a few years since I've made a video. I ruptured a disc in my back. Went through a lot of depression. A lot of shit has happened. So I haven't really been good. Haven't really been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But, hey, I gotta start doing it, right? If I just sit in that crap, nothing's ever gonna happen. So you gotta change your mind right here. Change your mind to change your life. That's the only way to do it. So anyway, this video, I figured I gotta send a video, actual real video about driving. Everybody that I see, things have been getting a lot worse lately, especially with these Uber and Lyft drivers. For some reason, there's a majority of these people who are driving for these companies that seem like they should not even be driving themselves, let alone driving other people around. They're going so slow. Of course, you want to get your good rating, so you're going as slow as you can. Try not to hit bumps and turning ever so slowly. But literally, there was one day last week where 3 Uber or Lyft drivers in a row, I literally almost got into an accident with because of them not paying attention, like just stopping in the middle of roads that you should be going in. Like, I don't even understand what's happening. So I wanted to give a little bit of my opinion about what's going on here. Number one, so many people, even though it's illegal to be on your phones, distracted driving. Yes, okay, I might be making a video, but for me, I drive all day long. Obviously I do low voltage communications work, so I drive from job to job. I'm in the car between an hour and a half to 5 or 6 hours a day, literally. So it's something that I do a lot of. So clearly, anything that anybody does a lot of, you kind of get good at, right? Every day I do something, I think about ways to improve, no matter what it is. I always look at what I'm doing, try new, different ways, just to test out if there might be better ways or whatever else. Actually, one thing I just want to say, when I drive, I don't really pay attention. Well, this sounds funny, but I'm not looking at the car right in front of me, okay? I'm looking 2, 3, 4 cars ahead, and I'm using my peripherals to check everything out. Because the problem is, if you're looking 1, 2, 3 cars ahead of you, at least one of those people are gonna be distracted with their phones, with eating, with reading books, magazines, newspapers. I've seen some crazy shit people are doing in their cars. But the problem is, you get 1 or 2 people not paying attention, and somebody slamming on the brakes. It's a chain reaction of events that is just gonna be so bad. Let's get rid of the sun there. Maybe that'll help you see my face. Or to the people who don't want to see my face, I'm sorry, too bad. But literally, you got to look ahead of you and look at the traffic that's going to see what they're doing, what they're stopping at, because it's just going to compound and it's going to get to you. So I look at the car in front of me, but it's mostly my peripherals. I'm looking around. I'm always looking around. I drive a motorcycle. I drive stuff. I have to be very aware of what everybody else is doing. Otherwise, I'm going to get killed. So I'm so much more aware. I'm calculating, computing, like nonstop, all the time of my surroundings, of what's going on. And I don't think many people are paying enough attention to what they're doing. So literally driving, I realize that since I do it all the time, I've gotten good at it, but I get very upset and get into spots where I keep getting upset and mad at people, and I don't like doing that because I'm expecting them to be like me, which is just silly. We are all going to have completely different abilities, capabilities, the things we do more or less. Some people don't drive very often. You have older people who you obviously can tell their reaction time, everything else, they can't see as well, so they're much slower. We have to take everybody in consideration. Most people have a one-thought mind of like, okay, this is the speed limit. We all got to do the same thing. and it's a one-track mind. And honestly, it's not going to work that way. It's not a one-size-fits-all. It's just silly to think that everybody's going to conform to that, because they're not. So literally, we have to understand that everybody's got their different abilities, and the best way to do that, I figured, thinking about it for so long of driving, is so take the highway, for instance. You got 3 or 4 lanes or whatever. You have all the people that are used to driving, that are going fast. Left lane is for passing. You have the signs all over the roads that say, slower vehicles and trucks, stay to the right. And that makes perfect sense. If you're going to be turning soon and you're going slower, stay to the right. But the left lane should always be for passing, for going faster. Honestly, I don't care if people are speeding. I speed. I can't say that I don't. I'm a fast driver because of just how I am with everything. I'm usually going 5 miles over the speed limit, which is typical. 5 to 10 miles per hour is what most people do. But the thing is, I'm not being ignorant. I'm not going to cut people off. Anything that I ever do, I make sure that I'm not doing something to somebody else, number one, above all. Because that's what pisses me off. When somebody is speeding and cuts you off and you got to slam on the brakes and almost get killed yourself, that's when it's like, okay, guys, you cannot be doing this shit. This is ridiculous. Anytime, if I'm driving fast or doing whatever, I will make sure there's enough room. I will not pass right in front of a truck. You got to give people the space that they need. You got to understand, trucks and bigger vehicles take longer to stop. You got to take other people in consideration. If you don't, I've seen accidents happen from people not paying attention in front of them and completely, you can't do anything about it. And it just doesn't make sense. So, literally, left lane needs to be for people going faster. If you are in the left lane and there's nobody in front of you, you need to move over to the right. Especially if there's a bunch of people behind you and nobody in front of you, you're doing something wrong. You need to get over. Don't think that, you're going the speed limit and you're going to hold up everybody else. You're not the law. I'm sorry. I'm not the law. You're not the law. We're all going to be doing our own thing. So, literally, pick the lane that best suits what speed you're going. And if you're in the right lane, if you're one of those slower drivers, pay attention to when you have emerging traffic coming up on the right, and understand that move over to the middle lane when you can, if you can, to let these people merge in and have everything go smoothly. I've seen so many times where the left 2 lanes are open so much more than the right, but nobody's paying attention and letting all these people in. If you know where you're driving all day or every day or coming up to the stuff you're used to, you gotta be smart about it. Look around, understand that the people are merging in, and let them in and let stuff flow. Traffic's been getting worse and worse and worse lately. It's ridiculous how much time has been added on to my trips in the past few years. And it's so funny that literally being on the phone is illegal, but more people are doing it every single day than I've ever seen in my life. We are so addicted to this technology that it's just terrible. And if you're going somewhere, have a plan, have an idea of what roads you're taking. If you got your GPS on, great, put it somewhere where it's just right outside your peripherals, not straight down, not up, not over. I got this camera literally in front of me, but I have a huge windshield. It's not blocking anything. And I literally I can view every single thing. I'm following a big trailer right now. And that's another thing. If you're following a big vehicle, it's hard to see any vehicles in front of you. You've got to give yourself a little bit more space because you can't see what's going on as well. But literally, so many people are stuck in their lanes and stuck with the thought that, if other people are speeding, then they're the assholes, they're the idiots that shouldn't be doing what they're doing. And I'm sorry, we all are going to be different. So literally, pick the lane that suits you best. Slower people go in the right lane. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're in the left lane and people are on your ass, don't get mad. Get over. The left lane is for passing. I don't care. I don't really care how many. Give me a second. All right, well, that's not going to work. I don't care how many lanes there are. I feel like the left lane is always for passing, and always be courteous to other drivers. The only way we are all going to be able to do something together like this is to understand that we're all going to be different and just do what suits you best. Be thoughtful about other people. Be respectful. Don't cut people off. Don't all this crap. there's so many ways you can go about things and think about them to make things better for everyone. And I don't know if most people are just thinking about themselves so much that it just doesn't matter to them. But do you know how many more accidents people are getting into? People are hitting things because you were not paying attention. You know, I don't text and drive. Number one, I did sign something in agreement with my work vehicle to not do that. So I don't do that regardless. But even before that, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to send one text and get into any little accident or hurt any person or whatever. Like, you really can't wait half an hour to an hour. We never used to be able to do this. Like, if we didn't have the technology, you remember growing up and having pagers and only house phones. Like, if you had a pager or a beeper, you'd get that message, you know, read a little text, and you'd have to wait until you went home to call somebody back. Like, we don't have to be attached to every person at every second of the day. It's just silly to think that we need that so badly, that we're going to put our lives and other people's lives at risk and in danger. And it's really just sad to see how much this stuff's happening. So I'm just asking you guys to be a little bit considerate about others, and literally give up the texting. If you have to do something so bad, either pull over or at least wait till you're at a stop. Stop, know how long the light's going to be red. Do something if you really got to do it. It's not legal either way, so I can't promote anything like that. But don't do it while you're driving. Anything can happen at any second, and it is just not worth it at all. So I just want everybody to be more safe. I can't stand almost getting into accidents with people who are just so not paying attention. Literally every day I run into at least one person, if not 5 to 10 easily, that is completely distracted and not driving. And it's just absolutely insane that the people are that much. I don't know. I'm keep ranting the same thing over and over. But do you guys understand what I'm saying? Left lane is for passing. Get in the middle. Get in the right lane. If you ever have nobody in front of you and a bunch of people behind you, you are not driving correctly. And that's not. I'm not being mean. I'm not, like, literally. You just got to be understanding of what everybody's doing. So I don't know. I just figured I'd have to throw that rant out there. I'd like everybody to be more safe and courteous and all the good stuff. So that's it for today. I think we're done on that one. And I just, give me your comments. Give me what you guys think, what your thoughts are of how you think we should be driving. Because the biggest thing is being alert to everything that's going on. Like, you have to be. So, alright, I'm done. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to start making more videos at this point because it's something I've been needing to do for a long time. And it feels great doing it. I want to help you guys out. I want to help everybody. If we all make little improvements, we can make this world such a better place. It's not even funny. So, hope you guys joined me. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know. Have a good one.